Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the Insularis Draco Roman Disaster Campaign. Previously, things were going a little bit too well, so our faction leader died. Just to keep us humble. Right. Yeah, so here's the current state of affairs. It's the winter of 457 BC. I mean AD. BC? Fucking BC? No, mate. 457 AD. We took back Caracotnum from the rampaging Saxons who invaded off the coast and decided to take over the place. We've got it back. It's in a bit of a state, though. We need to repair everything the Saxons broke. We also took back Ambiani and Remos after they rebelled at the beginning of the campaign. Also got some stuff that needs repairing. Did we repair everything in Ambiani? We did, finally. Yeah, good. And, yeah, then we took back Caracotnum, and in the process of doing that, I accidentally managed to get my faction leader killed, so Aegidius is dead. He has been succeeded by his son, Afranius, who is only 20 years old, and now he's Magister Militum of Gaul. Now, of course, in real life, titles like Magister Militum were not hereditary in the Roman Empire. They were by appointment. But unfortunately, this is Medieval 2 Total War, and the only government type this game does is monarchies. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And actually, to be fair, in real life, what happened in this part of the world is that Aegidius remained Magister Militum of Gaul until after the Roman Empire itself fell. Italy fell to the Visigoths. Or was it the Ostrogoths? I think it was the Ostrogoths. And this little rump state continued for a while, and it basically turned into a kingdom. It became the Kingdom of Soissons. So it actually works for this particular mod. It's just we got Aegidius killed way sooner than he did in real life. The other little issue we have is that a small horde of Batavians just turned up outside the gates of Paris. And apparently this was not a scripted rebellion, it's just sheer dumb luck that we happened to get a stack of brigands with a whole bunch of Batavians in it. So it looks like it's almost could be scripted, but it's really not. Which kind of makes sense, to be fair, because I think if it was scripted, it would be like a full stack or some absolute bullshit like that. Because this mod likes to throw
yes, Your Highness.
Horrific scripted events at you like that.
Fleet ready, sire.
There is at some point, minor spoilers, but at some point down in the south here, there is going to be a Visigoth invasion, and I have no idea what we're going to do when that happens. Probably just run around like a headless chicken and scream.
Hail, my king!
Anyway, we need to get rid of these Batavians, but I believe I was waiting until Captain Centurion Rusticus here could bring his 4 cohorts of javelin regulars up to bear against them, so that we can totally outnumber them and make sure we take them out with a minimum of casualties. Germanic veterans. Oh, hello. Didn't notice them. Their armor's not very good, is it? I guess it's not too bad, but still. This little picture here is, I think, out of date. That's a Rome Total War per unit image. The little thumbnail there is probably more accurate. They cost 700 upkeep, 2,500 to recruit. Not too bad, actually, all things considered. They're not quite on par with our actual regulars, but they're like the Bordermen, really, but just a bit better. They beat the snot out of most of the Germanic levy units as well, so. How decent are the Batavians? They're alright, but again, not quite up to scratch compared to our regular troops.
Your will, sire. We can go no further today, sire.
Makes a nice change of pace, admittedly, actually, from playing as Iboricum. You may have noticed in the load game menu, I've got a lot of Iboricum saves, because I've been doing an Iboricum campaign off screen up here in the north of England, and that campaign is probably doomed, actually. I've gotten to a point with it now where I think I've got too many enemies coming at me at once for me to ever win it. But that campaign has been interesting because the Iboricum's infantry kind of sucks. Most of the former Roman British kingdoms out here have pretty sucky unit rosters. I mean, they're okay, but like they're still a bit poor. They're a bit wank, especially compared to the invading Saxons and Angles and whatnot. I did have a bit of luck with using and abusing pikemen for a bit.
Yes, no,
but
come and get
even that has struggled to stem the tide. Now then, Thalmastus Apollinaris. Oh yes, he's out here on a watchtower building expedition, isn't he? I remember now. I've had a few of my characters out and about building towers and things. We've got a decent little army at Remos now, actually, which we could take and go try and capture Atreides before the Franks do. Alternatively, there's probably can we recruit another spy? Yeah, let's do that. There's probably another settlement down here somewhere we could try and grab before the Alamans get to it. So I'm going to recruit a spy, and the next time we'll send him off down here to see what's what.
Yes, noble sire.
Now then, we've got a big pile of money. I don't know how much more we're going to be getting of it, because I think in the last turn, or certainly in the last session we did of this campaign, Rome was sacked by the Vandals. So I would be surprised if we continue to get any more Donativa money at the end of the year from Rome at this point. So we've got a big pile of money, but it might be all we're getting for a while. Oh, a horse breeder. We can build a horse breeder. That's always big money. Yeah. If you can build a horse breeder in this mod, bloody build it, because it makes you big bucks. It really does. We should probably do a once over of our towns and see if there's anything we could or should be building. I think we're building a lot of vineyards and whatnot at the minute, aren't we? We're repairing stuff there. Carnotum. God, we're really being mangled by religious unrest at the minute, and I don't even really know why, to be honest with you, considering it's 86% Orthodox now, this province, and yet for some reason we've got 75% religious unrest from this tiny minority. The religion mechanics in this game confuse me. We have an Orthodox Abbey. Did I accidentally build like a religious building of a different denomination here or something? Is there a building here that's doing religious conversion to a different culture? Little sneaky one somewhere. Doesn't look like it. We could build statues. 5% public order bonus for building a few statues. It's like playing bloody Caesar 3. Valetudinarium. Retraining costs reduced by 40%. Public health 10%. Population growth 0.5. Mixed pastoralism. That's the next big, like, main settlement type upgrade, I think, isn't it? Very expensive. Will take a long time to complete. I'm not entirely sure what the benefits of doing so are. A treasure chest, on the other hand, would give us a big public order buff and an extra 50 silver a turn. Only cost 1,000 silver, 2 turns to complete. I think we'll do that. We're on course for some plagues. I don't know. I don't remember how much plagues were a thing in Medieval 2. I know that they're Yeah, you get them a lot when you're playing Attila, don't you? And Rome too, because sanitation is a whole mechanic in those games. That's two things I must say I really do like about the more modern Total War games. I say more modern; those games are fucking old at this point. But you know, the subsequent generation of Total War games, particularly Rome 2 and Attila, is that they had a food mechanic and a sanitation mechanic, which these older games don't. Because it kind of means that in those later games, if you lose a province that is a big food producer, it can send you into a world of shit because your entire empire suddenly goes into famine, public order, it goes through the floor, and it's quite realistic because that happens sometimes. You know, when the Romans didn't get their grain dole, they got really angry. Merchants, lodgings. A lot of general unrest in this settlement. We are on cool taxation, admittedly, so we've got a bit of a buffer room there, but still. I feel like the merchants' lodgings might be a good idea. Trade increase 20%, but also public order bonus and a little bit of pop growth. So let's do that in Turon. River Harbour? It's not much of an increase, is it really? A port, though. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. It's expensive, but let's do it. What's the army like here? It's not very good, is it? Municipes, townsfolk. I've seen that unit before. They're not very good. I mean, they're okay. They're better than the Watchmen. Who watches the Watchmen, ladies and gentlemen? Possibly the other unit of Watchmen is the answer to that age-old question. Weird. Anyway, Ferdinand Gothus. Yeah, so as I said earlier, spoilers, but there is going to be a Gothic invasion in the south of our territory at some point in the future, and I'm vaguely trying to think ahead as to how we're going to deal with that when the moment comes. I don't have any really solid answers to that question, though. Merchants' lodges we're building here, aren't we? Vigiles, Alaniki, Caballari, Siddiqui, Alan Watchman, and Step Javelinman. It would tank public order, but maybe going down the Alan recruitment thing, so we could potentially get some really kick-ass cavalry. That might help against the Goths when they arrive. I don't know if we've got much else in the way of recruitment buildings here. We can get Scopi, we can get some shooting targets to get some archers. But not a ton of recruitment options in this town, it looks like. Bit further up here, Aurelianus. This is where the good shit's happening. In recruitment terms. Conventus Civium. Equilia Comitatensis. Groomsmen cavalry, regular cavalry. Horse archers. What kind of cavalry can we get in a minute? We can get Contari lancers. And some horse archers. Alan horse archers. Step javelinmen. And obviously we've got heavy archers, javelin regulars, and spear regulars. As well as some Alan watchmen. So we must have an Alan recruitment building in this town somewhere. Manu Ballistarium, crossbow maker. Aha! Also allows us to make siege weapons, onagers and the like, as well as crossbowmen. I wonder how good crossbowmen are in this mod. I know crossbowmen are fucking amazing in Attila. The mining network gets anything? Not really. Not a ton. Not a lot. Mercenarial anarchy. We build this, even more public order debuff. But a bit of trade increase. Bit of religion conversion, that's not great. But we'd have access to Allen Horsemen, Step Infantry, Allen Foot Retainers, Allen Knights. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Proconsul's Palace. Palatine Fortress. Oh, that allows us to recruit Biscuit Eaters, Javelin Regulars, Spear Regulars, Palatine Shield Bearers, Gallic Palatine Guard. Oh yeah, baby. 6 grand in 8 turns, though. Okay, question is, do we want... reach the truly top tier kick-ass infantry? The Palatine Shield Bearer, defense 42. 42. Attack 15 as well. Jesus. I think they've got javelins as well, haven't they? Yeah. Oh. We've got Biscuit is available as well. They're not bad. So do we want that, or do we want access to the better cavalry? Because at the moment... Uh-oh. Just click the recruit button and the entire game is chat itself. Oh no, Medieval 2, don't do this to me. Why? Kick-ass cavalry in the 5th century. Yeah. This was the age of, like, Persian cataphracts and Gothic lancers, dude. Yeah, it's actually shat itself. I can't do anything now. Fucking hell, this is not good. Alright, I've never had this game do this ever before. This is a new one on me. In over a decade of playing Medieval 2, I have never had the entire game just freeze up when clicking on a tab. Whew. Alright then. Hope you saved. No, I didn't. We're gonna have to do everything again. Oh boy, it's not even letting me close it normally. I'm gonna go into Task Manager and kill it the old-fashioned way. Fucking hell, man. Alright. Let's go back in again. First time for everything. Oh, and always when it's always during a stream too, then these things happen. As well. Always during streams when this kind of bullshit happens. Never when I'm playing on my lonesome off camera. Right. Fuck me. Okay. I think I'm leaning towards the nice cavalry, the regular stables, which will give us access to you boys, Groomsmen cavalry, and regular cavalry. We'll up our cav game because. We can get a lot done if we've got decent cav. And you know what? We've already got access to the legionary regulars here, who are no slouch by any stretch of the imagination. These guys are pretty decent. Sufficient numbers of these guys will get the job done. Thing is, I'm wondering if we'll lose access to these Contari if we build the next cav building. Because I know that the Roman recruitment buildings are a bit weird like that in this mod. probably be an upgrade overall, though. So we'll go that. What's my income per turn looking like at the moment? It's actually pretty decent. It's not bad. So I'll recruit a couple of unit of these lancers. Oh, we can already make onagers and ballistae. What's the upkeep on these like? It's pretty hefty. Wow. It only takes one turn to recruit them though, so we don't have to do it right now. But those could help a lot as well. We've had some epic catapult snipes in Medieval 2 in the past, so... Get a couple of units of them there, lancers. Right. I'm gonna fucking go back through here and try to remember what I was building in all of them before the crash. Treasure chest, finds. I don't know if we actually even set anything to build in this particular settlement. Gubernatorial palace. Actually, fuck it, let's build the palace. Carnotum. Think maybe we went with merchant lodgings for you? I forget exactly. Tirons. Ugh, I just don't remember. We took so long talking about it all, and now it's just gone from my brain. I think we wanted to build a port, didn't we? Yeah, that was a big increase, the port. You got some stuff that needs repairing. You're already building a vineyard. Paris is already building a prefectural palace. You can't move any further this turn. Ambiani, horse breeder. Bononia, already building a port. What's going on up here? The Saxons and Franks fought it out yet? They still haven't, have they?
I am your ally and your friend. I look forward to fighting you.
I'd like to say the Franks have this in the bag, but I have noticed that the Saxons seem to have, and the Angles for that matter, they seem to do really well in auto-resolve scenarios, so we'll see.
Tomorrow, my liege.
Something about their unit roster just seems to favour the auto-resolve. Okay, yeah, Franius is just hanging out in Ambiani. He's just chilling.
Hail, my king!
Remos. Need to repair a couple of things there. Alright. Let's do a little quick save. Because I think we're done. Finally. Thing is, what do I want to do with everybody who's in Karakotinum right now? I mean, a lot of the public order is being maintained by the garrison at the moment. Jesus, look how much heathen there is now in this city. The Saxons were not there for that long, and yet, holy moly. All of a sudden, like a third of the population is going around carrying friggin' Wotan necklaces and shite like that. Well, what I was thinking of doing was taking him directly across this river, squashing these, the stack of Gallo-Romans, and then marching onwards towards Kenomanos over there. Take another settlement from the rebels. The rebel scum. But maybe you guys need to hang around a bit longer, I don't know. Apparently we can retrain here. Do we have like some sort of smithy? We do have a blacksmith. I have noticed though, actually, you can retrain units to get them better experience tiers in this mod. I don't know exactly how that happens and which buildings do it, but I've seen it happen before. Like, I've retrained units in towns, and like they don't get the unit, they don't get a weapon or armor upgrade, and their numbers don't get replenished, but they do all of a sudden have like 3 silver chevrons. So let's retrain all these Germanic bondmen and see what happens. Although actually these poor exploratores, which have like 25. Actually, no, they're fine. They're fine. Yeah, this army doesn't have a leader now, does it? Because the stupid faction leader is dead. Hoc Baldus Francus. My financially irregular friend, who was actually that's a good argument in favor of moving him out of the city and getting him in charge of an army instead. Father was a Frank, superior commander, night fighter. He is a heathen though. Lover of beauty. You might have to do. Alright, Frankus.
Your will, sire.
Get your ass to Karakottenham. We could recruit shore watchmen here. They're not that good, but they're something. I think we need some promoted cavalry. Because this army's really light on cav now, aside from the Hun Lancers, who are actually pretty darn good, to be fair. But they're also... yeah, they're not bad. They're not as good as the Hun Hero cav, I think, that we had over somewhere... Where were those guys?
Honor, sire.
Not you. I think it was this army over here that has the... No, they've got the Alan Noble Lancers. Which army was it that had the crazy Huns that just took the town all by themselves? I think maybe it was these, actually. Anyway,
Yes, my liege.
our merchant is still harvesting all the wine. 122 silver per season now. Nice. Right, we're gonna clench our buttocks and hit end turn. Castles a thing in this mod, or all settlement cities? Castles are a thing. They're forts. You know, Roman-style forts. And they're quite rare. They do exist, though. Catterick, up in the north of England, in this mod, is a fort, for example, because it was in real life. Okay, it looks like the Franks are going to get Atreides. Not us. Sad times. Might be able to snipe this little Saxon settlement up here, though. Having said that. Candidate for adoption for Franius. Hilarious Gothus! Untouched by fear. Sharp. Orthodox. Father was a Goth. His fealty is so bad, though. We can't know. As much as I want a guy called Hilarious Gothus in my faction, I can't be going with a 1 star for loyalty. That's so bad. No, sorry, dude. He has a wife, you know. Oh, dear. 457 AD, ladies and gentlemen, the consulship of Constantinus and Rufus. The year of the 2 emperors. In the west, the general Julius Valerius Majorianus did depose Avitus of unhappy memory and was proclaimed Majorian Augustus. The west was then torn by strife until Avitus was finally killed. I believe, I know some of you may be familiar with the Fireforged Empire mod for Attila, which I've played on here in the past, and I want to do a YouTube campaign with it at some point in the near future. They're actually working on a sub-mod for that, like an official one that they've made called, which is about Majorian and his particular reign. I'm really looking forward to them finishing that. Anyway, because this is a pretty mad time in history to take command of the Roman Empire as Majorian. That would be so much fun. I mean, it'd be even more of a trash fire than this, but fun. The west was then torn by strife until Avitus was finally killed. However, all the wise men say that Ricimer, not Majorian, is more truly the power in Italy. Meanwhile, in the east, the Emperor Marcian did die and was succeeded by Leo of Thrace. We are told that a man named Victorius of Aquitaine has computed new tables for celebrating Easter, and wars continue amid much woe between the Visigoths and the Swabes in Hispania. Traitor to our people. Oh, fuck me, really? Okay, so those 4 cohorts of legionaries that I was sending to reinforce Agricola have basically decided, nah, we're gonna fuck off now, mate. Sorry. Like, I don't even know where they are now. Have they just disappeared, or are they lurking out here somewhere? Oh, yes, fucking hell. This is so comically typical of the late Roman Empire. It actually hurts. Okay, means I've got to try and take on the Batavians with just this. We got any mercenaries? Okay, Germanic veterans. Hero cavalry, yeah. Oh, Hun Lancers, yeah, that's what we want. Get some more Hun Lancers. Tarkan archers, maybe? A little bit of horse archer action going on. Yeah, okay, with these guys. I mean, they're expensive because they're mercs, but with these guys, I think we can do it. Fucking hell. Oh, we've got plague. We've got plague in Paris as well, just for giggles on top of everything else. Great. All right, whole bunch of buildings finished and repaired. Okay, let's see. What happened to these guys then when we retrained them? They all got an armor upgrade. Okay, cool. Because these guys are a bit rubbish, but with an armor upgrade, that does help them slightly. Cool beans. All right. Frankus. Frankus, my dude. I'm gonna leave behind a unit of these Germans.
Yes, sir.
To garrison the town. Fuck me. Whoa, public order is ropey in this place, isn't it? My god. No, luckily I think there's multiple ways we could fix that. We could build some statues, for instance. A Popino would probably be better though. An arena would be very good, but it would take 3 turns. Yeah, let's build a Popina. Get the plebs drunk on wine. Keep them happy. Right. Bring up the boats. Hop on, everybody. Hop off.
We are leaving the ships.
Oh, are we actually blockading this now? I didn't realize you could do that.
Set sail.
Yeah, by actually standing on it. We're technically blockading this port that's not really a port. That's kind of amusing. Anyway, right, let's kill these guys.
I will only address
what have they got? Looters, herdsmen, slingers, rabble, some hunters, Germanic bondsmen, Germanic spearmen. So it's a big stack of rabble. Yes, bandits and the like, it looks like. They've got some Germani custodes though, which are okay. Germanic bodyguard, cav. They're pretty good. Most of the rest of it looks like trash though. Except for the Germanic spearmen, they're decent. Alright. I don't know if it's a good idea to save while on the battle screen. I've heard that can cause you some issues, but let's go. Hook Baldus Frankus!
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
Do us proud, Frankus. Frankie boy. No wonder those cohorts deserted you and marched them towards a diseased settlement. I guess so, yeah. We're just slightly nicer weather. Oh god, it's just getting worse. Okay, that's better.
Units, await my
orders. I need to start free cam so I can actually move the camera around. There we go. Alright. Okay, there's not too much forest on this map. I do hate... Right, there's a couple of things we need to do every time we launch the game at the moment. That one is turn on Battle HUD. The other is bump unit detail down to high. Alright, there we go. I'm going to start using the old school Battle HUD from now on, because I've discovered that in Medieval 2, but this mod in particular, Battles get really, really hectic, and it's incredibly difficult because the banners are so tiny, and the units are not very color-coded. It's really hard to tell what the hell is going on sometimes in the middle of battles. But if you turn on the main big battle UI, you have this Hoist the Colors button, which highlights all your units in green and all the enemy units in red. And it's an absolute lifesaver, I've discovered, in this mod especially. So we're going to be playing with the old-school big battle UI on, which I realize I am kind of partially covering up with my head, but never mind. You see, if I can move out of the way, it's this button here. That's this button here, this one. Very important, and on the minimal UI, you can't access it, and there's no keyboard shortcut for it either. I've checked. Right, we have quite a few archers in this army, don't we? I'm thinking I'm going to send you guys out to the flanks, our slightly better infantry, and have the Germanic cannon fodder in the middle. Then we've got the Exploratores, very light scout cav. Do they have javelins by any chance? Yeah, they do, I think. We've got Frankie boy himself with his biscuit eaters. It's a very small unit, though. He's going to be vulnerable to getting moided back there. But we do have them to work with. And, you know, the other nice thing about the big battle UI actually is you get to see all the lovely UI artwork. All the effort the modders put into this nice UI that normally is hidden if you're just playing with minimal HUD. Like, look at all the nice buttons, and there's a little banner thing here. There's actually a name for this type of banner. I've forgotten what it is. It's a labarum, I think. That was it. And this is all really nice. So we've got the Roman UI as well, which is unique to the Romans themselves. The other factions have slightly different ones. Right, and then we've got the Hun Lancers, who I think are hopefully going to be my MVPs today, these boys. They haven't disappointed so far. Right. I'll put the Scout Cav out there as well with their javelins. And we'll have Frankie boy in the middle here at the back, in reserve. Let's spread you guys out a little bit more. There we go. We are going up a hill, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Might be able to tempt the bandits off it. There you go. Press the button again, and you can see all the enemies are now highlighted in red. And it is like I said, it's a lifesaver, particularly if you end up having a fight in woods. Yep, they're coming up to claim the hill, aren't they? Here's the enemy general, dressed in green. Yeah, these guys are pretty good. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end up slightly in the woods, aren't we? That's gonna have to be the way it is. It's our Hunnic lads. Nice skull and a stick there, man. They've got slingers, and I tell you what, slingers are actually kind of mean in this mod. Slingers don't fuck about. They work very unlike the slingers in like Rome 2 and Attila. In the way it works in that game is slingers are kind of like really bad, but they have loads of ammo. In this mod, the slingers work more like they did in real life, whereby they're actually like armor piercing and they're really scary. Where the fuck are you guys going? Get over here. The Huns have started wandering off. The archers opening fire. Whoa! Yep, they are. I love the new Roman units in this version of the mod. They look so pretty. What have they got? Some tribesmen coming down the hill. Desert guard mode. Alright. See, now's a good time to be using... Alright. The bodyguards have been tempted off the hill. The scouts are out of javelins. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a rear charge with my Huns on the Germanic bodyguard, see if we can take out the general. Go on, Huns! That's a very disordered charge, my boys, but at least you're actually making some sort of charge, I think. They are starting to die. I think they're trying to flee now, yeah, they are.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain
Everything's going over here.
Steadfast, victory will be ours.
Germanic spearmen are getting stuck in. Unless we do something there. Very much going to win that little fight. Yeah, these are our regular legionaries. These guys are very good. They're really very good. Let's begin enveloping these guys here, I think. Bring Frankie boy out there on the side. How are things going over here? We've lost a lot of Huns. There's 10 of those guys, those German cavalry left.
Very much in our favor.
I tell you what, the Huns are good, but like that Germanic bodyguard cav is just really good. You can chase that routing rabble. You guys charge into them. Nicely done.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, you guys advance. We've got the enemy pretty much on the run now. The only element of the equation unaccounted for currently... Yeah, let's get the scout cab up here chasing away the routing enemies. Where is the enemy general? He's all the way back here. Doing what? Murdering some of my heavy archers. Why are you guys all the way over there? And how did this happen exactly? Alright. Back down here. Alright, yeah, Frankie boy, we need you back down here, mate. Oh boy, here we go. I think that charge into my bondsman there was a little bit disordered, so we didn't take nearly as many casualties as we probably should have. There's their general in green.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright. Frankie, Francos, get your ass out there.
Behold how
they're running for it now. Lovely.
Runs. It's time to press the attack.
Don't know if we'll catch the bugger. As he, yeah, there he goes. Maybe the archers can kill him as he flees. Probably not, though. Give chase, biscuit eaters! Give chase! Probably not as knackered as they are. So you might catch them up, I don't know. Give it a try. Meanwhile... you guys are chasing down the last of those fleeing tribesmen, looks like. Did you guys get him in the end? What happened? No, the bastard got away. Oh well. So that's a labarum right there, that thing.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
I don't think they will be, mate. Mr. Announcer Man, I'll level with you. It wasn't that impressive. You get any casualties here? Yeah, some of the Javelin guys were. Some of the Hun Lancers as well. Might just merge these two units after the battle, I think. Who got the most kills? Germanic Spearbearers. They did alright. Closely followed by the Archers. Yeah, missile units kick ass in this mod. They're not to be underestimated. Did you just say all of Christendom? Yeah. The Roman Empire was Christian in this period, JB, in case you'd forgotten.
Glorious victory is ours, sire.
So even though it's a vanilla medieval 2 line, it does work.
Orders.
Right, well, that's that done. I've hit the magical merge button, and that's deleted quite a bit of our stack, hasn't it? Oh dear. Only 4 of these poor lancers left. I think I'll just get rid of you boys. Try and hire some people to replace you. There's not a lot on offer, though, is there? Like Plunderer, Axeman. Is that what we've been reduced to? Outcast Bowman. There's some of this hero cab, I guess. Quite a bit of it, actually. And the Tarkan archers as well. Okay, we're going to get a whole bunch of, like, steppe cavalry. But buff out this army. Not the best choice, really, when you're going to about to lay siege to a town, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. This town really needs... Rutamagus really needs a new barracks or something. Our recruitment options here are just shite. They're really, really quite bad. I'm not seeing a lot of options, though, sadly. There's be some prerequisite we're missing. Maybe need to build the shooting targets. I'd look in the building browser, but the building browser is misleading in mods. Vigilarium, militia post. Next one up is Strigay Borderman housing. Which requires a village, town. It probably requires provincial ducks, apparently. Which probably means we need to build the Comes Civitatis Villa first. If I had to guess. So yeah, it's going to be a little while before we can get some decent recruitment going on there. You were wondering if the Christian Romans would have actually talked about it like that. Would they have used the phrase Christendom? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there were Christians outside of the Roman Empire. The Visigoths, for example, were Arian Christians. You know, there were eastern sects of Christianity in like Armenia and that, for example. I mean, a lot of people forget that Armenia was the first nation on earth to adopt Christianity as its official religion. Look at all those trade lines. Wow. Actually, speaking of trade.
Yes, my lord.
You
Forgot about you.
Proposition for our people?
Oh, do we have trade rights with you already? We do, don't we? Do you want map info?
I am afraid until next
I think we already did map info, didn't we? Who else have we not to? I think we probably need to
without question,
push
sire.
on north, don't we? Try and make contact with Ibericum
I shall continue
for more
tomorrow,
trading
sire.
goodness.
Aye, sire. Yes, Majesty.
Right. Anything else we need to take care of? Or are all our towns busy doing things? Paris is busy dying of the plague, of course. Alright, yeah, we need to take care of these Batavians, don't we? Yes. Let's have some extra horse archers for good measure. Ah, they're running away.
By God's will, we have triumphed! As you command, my liege.
There's already splits happening in this period. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, over in Britannia, the Kingdom of Paris, they are, they're a different Christian sect, aren't they? The Pelagian Christians. As just an example. There are so many, like, from this few, you know, this century, the 5th, 6th century, there are so many different, like, sects of Christianity you've never even heard of, unless you've delved into this period of history.
It offends my eye that I should be forced to gaze upon such an unwashed and ignorant bunch of scrofulous pox knaves and villains. Men, I give you your enemies for the coming battle. I have rarely seen
good old
such
general
a collection
speech.
of worms and beetles beyond the walls of a dusty scriptorium. Let's be at it then, in case their stupidity should prove infectious. I see little reason to needlessly risk English lives today. Let us rain death.
I'm sorry, English lives? What?
Them struggle
Oh,
to
my
keep
immersion
with us.
shattered.
And finally, as a man of wit and learning, I tell you that a book can be of much use before battle, particularly if your bowels are loosened. I do not recommend Tacitus, though. The pages of his works are not soft on the nether regions. Let's away!
All right.
Units, await my orders.
Okay. Let's get our archers set up first and foremost. Oh, lots of nice open ground here. That's good. Alright. And we got the legionaries and the Germanic veterans. There's only 60 of those guys. Considering how much they cost me. Not impressed. Then we've got the lancers. We've got... What was your name again? I don't remember the name of our general. Oops. I don't remember his name. He gave a great speech, but I haven't got the foggiest who he is. But he's got his biscuit eaters, just like Frankie does. But we've also got Tarkan archers to play with. Who honestly look pretty impressive, I gotta say. They've got some good drip, these boys. In spite of the fact that they're covered in shit, because this is medieval too. But yeah. They're all just inexplicably sounding German, which is hilarious to me, but they sound German. Because of the fix I had to do to get the vanilla music back instead of the copyrighted music, a lot of the units and stuff have the wrong nationalities as far as the voice acting is concerned, and one of the funniest examples of this I have found is that now, as a result of me moving those index files around to get the old music back, the Picts in this mod, up in what would later become Scotland, they all sound like they're Mongols. So that's kind of funny. This man is such a military genius. He wipes his ass with Tacitus. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Do you know what? It's funny, really, considering he's supposed to be a Roman general. That line about dusty scriptoriums and Tacitus fits remarkably well. Wasn't Tacitus the one who saw the Druids' last stand on Anglesey? Oh, he might have been, actually, yeah. Was it him or was it Livy? No, it can't have been Livy. I think it might have been Tacitus, yeah. Right. I think we're ready to go. I've not missed a unit anywhere, have I? No. Yeah, that looks good. Where's the enemy hiding then? Oh, they're all the way over here. But they're... Alright. Pivot! Pivot! Are they running into the woods, or are they just running away full stop? I don't know what their plan is here. Maybe they're running into the woods because it is a bit elevated, isn't it? There's all the Batavians. What kind of cav have they got? I think they're promoted cav, aren't they? So they're okay. Nothing special though. These are the Germanic veterans we recruited. Nice facial hair, man. Look at that mustache. What's the description for these guys like? I'm curious now. Germanic veterans. For a long time, the Romans had been using Germans in their armies as foederati, originally raised to deal with the problem of too few Romans being willing to serve in the armies of the Empire. This combination of hardy barbarians with Roman discipline makes them truly potent fighters, armed with javelins and swords and chainmail in the style of Roman legionaries. Yep. That explains the cool facial hair. And the hair in general. I think that's a Swabian knot or something poking out of his head there. This guy's got the biggest shield. He's just hiding right behind it right now. Like, he's not taking any chances. Same with this fella. Alright. Look at those standards, man. You got all three of them. You've got the... I forget what this one's called. The Signum or something. And then you got the little Labarum. And then you got the Draco as well. Marvelous. Alright, where have they fucked off to? Have they actually gone into the woods, the little shits? Oh, it's like the AI knows, doesn't it? It's like they know the player hates fighting in woods. Maybe we can tempt them out. With a bit of horse archer fuckery. They are moving a little bit. They're reacting to those horse archers, aren't they? They're doing the total war shuffle. Alright, thankfully we do have this button which will help a little bit in locating people in the midst of the trees, but still going to be a pain in the bum. Oh, yep, we're already shooting them all from all the way over there, as a matter of fact. Oh. You know, when you need some horse archers, accept no substitute for step raiders with a big skull and a stick. Oh yeah, okay, they're advancing now. I realise they're getting shot to shit in here, so they're moving. Admittedly, the accuracy isn't fantastic from this range, but it's done the job. Alright. Here they come. You guys got some javelins you want to chuck? You do. Managed to get ours out the door just before they did, actually, as well. guys aren't going to win this contest, although we're certainly going to take some casualties of our own. Oh, I didn't realize I'd got the spear bearers in the back end with missile troops. We have for some reason. Whatever. Works for me. See if you guys can snipe the promoted cavalry. Right. You activate Fulcrum. Shield wall. I don't know if it's going to help us much. I'm still deeply unclear on exactly what it is that shield wall does in this mod. I think I remember the mod author leaving a comment saying that actually shield wall makes you more susceptible to enemy missile troops. Which feels like that's not how it's supposed to work at all, but... So on that note, maybe I should get them out of shield wall formation. Yeah, we're gonna have to be proactive here. The enemy doesn't seem to want to come any closer.
Only half the
Bring up
enemy
the
force
Huns.
remains.
And get the Tarkans to hunt. You just sort of circle around to the back there.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. Behold, how our
that's the
cowardly
lot.
foe runs.
They've had
It's
enough.
time to press the attack.
Right. Now, oh man, my poor archer's got absolutely nailed again. The AI likes to focus on our own missile troops. Big time, doesn't it? Look at that. Whew. Remind me next time to put these guys in loose formation. Oh, that's promoted cab are getting away. Oh, what? Biscuit eaters are going to town. Alright, that'll about do it.
All of Christendom
37
will
men
be
lost. I think
awed
most of
by
those
the
are probably my
victory
poor
we have
archers.
won here today.
Yeah, and none of them healed either, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, 26 archers lost. Sometimes it works. When we killed when we killed the King of Norway with a stray catapult shot in the Britannia Let's Play. That was a fun campaign, that one, wasn't it?
An honorable, glorious victory.
Enemy forces scattered. Marvelous. Right, don't. I was about to put them in Paris, actually, but I've just realized let's not do that because Paris is suffering from plague.
Yes, noble sire.
Quarantine the bloody city. It's a mess in there right now. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, you were the scouts I sent to go and look for our rogue deserters. Still don't know what's happened to them. There could be a stack of like 4 rebel legionary cohorts out here, and I just don't know about it. Or they could have just scattered and disappeared. I don't know. It's worrying.
Hail, my king.
Right, let's get you back in Ramos. Oh, that was the thing I forgot to do. I forgot to recruit a spy after the game crashed. Speaking of which, let's save. Bollocks. Right, it looks like the Franks and the Saxons had a bit of a Barney, and the Franks want it, but they've not laid siege to the city just yet.
sire.
Okay. Recruit another spy here. The upkeep for these spies is going to start adding up, but actually I could just be a bit cheeky and toggle FOW. All I really wanted to spy here was to see like where's the nearest settlement to this place, in case it was worth sending the army out to go conquer something, but it looks like the nearest one is this old fort here, which the Saxons have taken, oddly enough. Gives them a border with the Dumnonians and the Cornubians. They've got a huge stack there, haven't they? My God.
Our alliance shall stand all tests.
I don't really need to fight these guys if it's all possible. In fact, I think we are actually allied with them, aren't we? Yeah, the Cornubians we are, the Dumnonians we are not. These guys are weird because they're like split halfway across the channel. They're up here and down here, and the same with the Dumnonians. They've got territory here and up here. Well, a bit of toggle fog of war has told me that the Alamans haven't advanced very far west yet. And the other Frankish faction, the Ripuarian Franks, they don't seem to have come very far west either. What's going on in darkest Germania right now, out of curiosity? Lots of Saxons wandering about. The Danes up here. The Frisians are doing alright for themselves. It'd be interesting to play as one of these factions, because there's like no rebels out here. There's no unaligned generic rebel settlements in this part of the map. It's all just like the different tribes directly bordering one another. So everybody you fight is an actual proper faction. Which generally tends to make these games more interesting when that's the case, honestly. What's going on in Britannia, out of curiosity? The North Angles, they don't look like they have much on the map, but they seem to actually be doing super, super well. Boricum is in the shit, as they tend to be. Because they're trying to fight off the North Angles right now, probably also the South Angles, and also Powys, and they're going to lose one way or the other. I think they might be at war with Reged as well over here in the west. North of Adrian's Wall, Godothin are doing alright. Alt-Clute are doing okay as well. That is, whoa, holy shit, maybe for not much longer though.
If you wish to parley, noble sire,
The Dalride Scots have got a lot of stacks of dudes.
I'm on duty.
They're bloody everywhere, look at them.
Sorry, my lord. I'm no diplomat.
Yeah, that's a bit nuts. I wonder if they're really, really, really crappy troops though, to make up for that, but I don't know. Phew. What about what's going on in Wales? Gwynedd are doing stuff. The Irish seem to be raiding. They've sent a stack over here, the Leinster guys.
The peace between us shall prevail.
Oh my god! The Irish have ended up with the fucking Muslim voice lines, that's hilarious.
Assalamu alaikum. I do not seek trouble, Sadiq.
Fantastic. That's not immersion shattering at all.
I am a warrior, not a diplomat.
That's just to clarify, in case anyone's wondering what the heck's going on there. That is my fault. In order to revert the game's music to vanilla instead of the modded music, which was copyrighted on YouTube, I had to move some index files around. And an amusing side effect of that is now that a lot of the factions' voice lines are completely wrong. Yeah.
If you wish to parley, noble sire, send an emissary.
Fun little side effect, but it had to be done, unfortunately, in order to avoid all my blasted ad revenue being lost. The Jutes are doing alright down here. They've actually got some territory here too. There's bugger all in the way of Saxons in Britain, ironically. They've got this down here, and that seems to be mostly it. The Saxons are busy plundering Gaul now, it looks like. Oh, look, there's Stonehenge. I wasn't far from there last weekend, actually. Anyway, that's enough peeping with Toggle Fog and War off. St. Patrick was the first imam. Inshallah, I shall drive the snakes from Ireland.
Yes, noble sire. My liege.
Fleet ready, sire.
Right. What are we going to do with this army in Ramos, then? I guess, yeah, like I said, go down this way and try and take a settlement. Here, these ones over to the east. You're a bit fond of Saxon. Wheels of Steel for the win. You are a man of culture, clearly.
To war, then, sire.
Where to, sire?
Okay. I don't think there's anything else left for us to do this turn. Except for maybe build something in Ambiani. Love that we got cruel taxation on, and yet we're still getting positive population growth. Most of it from trade. Mines wouldn't get us anything here. What about a port? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at the pop growth bonus as well. Yep, we're building a port in Ambiani. That would put it over here, wouldn't it? Yeah. Portus Romanus. Roman port. Brackets. Does that mean we could recruit ships? We already can, in fact, actually, at Ambiani. I didn't notice that before. I thought Bononia was like my only shipbuilding city. But that's a lie.
Orders.
Oh, Afranius. I, little Magister Militum, sat there all by your lonesome in Ambiani. Not got a lot going on in your life right now, have you? I might have had him try and take Atreides, but that's not going to happen now because the Franks want it. Sigh. Okay, intern. Looks like we either got a new character in Soissons or one died. I'm not sure which. Oh, they tried to take Atreides and failed. That's plot twist. Okay. We still might be able to take the place then. Probably really piss them off though if we do, but sod it, never mind. Candidate for adoption, Leontius Francus. Father was a Frank, and he has nothing else going for him. No, we can do better, I'm sure. New mission. Ah. Okay, what do they want? What was that? Yeah, emissary to talk to Eboracum. Okay. Can do.
Sire.
It's going to take us a little while to get there, but can do.
Yes, sire.
Death stalks the land. More people in Paris are being horribly killed. 2,900. Gee, that's a lot of people dying right now in Paris. Holy crap, man. We've only got a population of 12,000. We're losing 2,000 of them every turn. You know. This is a hell of a plague. I'm wondering what we can build that will give us a bit of positive population growth later down the line, you know? Phew. Edict conscription. It enacts a faction-wide decree, which has both positive and negative effects as detailed in the description below. I hadn't seen this before. Public order due to law, minus 50% in all settlements. Income bonus, minus 200 in all settlements. Population growth minus 1.5% in all settlements. Recruitment slots allowed 2 in all settlements. Number of free upkeep units 2 in all settlements. Experience bonus to troops trained here plus 2 all settlements. Enables training of Vulgus, Venatores, and Vigiles. It really decrees that all able-bodied townsfolk of fighting age must prepare for war. The effects of this edict on public order will be vast, and we must be sure that it will not completely destabilize our province. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not enact conscription. Things are not quite that desperate just yet. Ah, here we go, the Valetudinarium. That'll help a little bit. Although I've queued it up behind the prefectural palace, which I'm not going to interrupt now, but whatever. Seasonal report. New family member. Okay, some buildings finished. Ah, the Cantari we were building in Aurelianus are done. And the promote cavalry in Rotamagus as well. And there's some Irish politics happening. Okay. This boat.
Aye, sire. Aye. A fine day to sail.
Here, put these cavalry on said boat. Dump them on the other side here, and you guys can start making your way down this way.
Sire, my lord.
Making your way downtown.
We have marched our ships ready. Yes, sir. Full sails. A fine day to sail. Yes.
You guys might as well join them.
Goodbye, my liege.
And you can head to... Oh, okay. They've responded to their failure to take Atreides by doubling down and bringing an even bigger army to do the job. Right, so we're probably not going to take it then. Never mind. Where's my new spy? Here he is. What's his name? Desideratus Atrabanensis. Right, if we follow the road...
I am spent, sire. I shall
It will eventually lead us to the next settlement along here.
my lord. Not accessible, sire.
Hopefully they won't desert. Oh yeah, they might do.
Sire.
They may well do. Hopefully not, but they... Yeah, it's a risk. 1 unit of cav, though. I suppose we can live with it, but still.
Your will, sire.
They have not located.
An honor, sire. Yes. Yes, sire.
Those...
Honor, sire. Very well, sire.
Yeah. Don't know what's happened to them. As I said, they might have
on my way.
just bloody disappeared. I don't know.
God's
You?
servant.
You we should probably bring all the way over
I
here.
am spent, sire.
It's going to take you for
I shall continue
ages, though.
tomorrow.
Maybe we can just
Continuing
recruit a
once I
priest here
rest.
instead. Yeah, holy man, there we go. Try and fix our heathen problem in that town.
Yes, Majesty. I am spent, sire. I shall continue tomorrow.
This place is like
God's
91%
servant.
Orthodox, so that's pretty good, honestly. Did they disband because of that the historic event? Who? I don't think so. That was just really bad luck. We just had an entire army basically just
Yes, Majesty.
Yes, noble sire.
abandon us or go rebel or whatever because I think you're technically probably not supposed to move armies around without a family member in them. Otherwise, there's a high chance that they will just do that. Unfortunately. Alright, start building up the economy in this town a little bit now.
My lord.
So Florentius here and his cab, they might just decide to fuck off.
Orders. To battle it is then, sire. An honor, sire. Fleet ready, sire.
Right. Aside from remembering to move
Yes,
my
my
diplomat, which
Without
I have already
question,
done, there's not much
sire.
else to go. Not much else going on, is there? Really?
Hail, my
You could build
king.
a watchtower, I suppose.
Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over...
Your heir at the head of a full stack desertion to become a bandit in a Wales campaign. Bloody hell. Donativum dries up. There it is. The Donativum, the supplementary imperial payment of Rome of 40,000 silvers per year will no longer be paid as the Empire simply lacks the necessary funds. We must now look to our own riches to pay our troops. Luckily, we're doing okay on that front. Jesus, another 2,500 people dead in Paris. Holy crap, man. Candidate for adoption, Hieronymus Anodius. He's not bad, you know. He's 30, so he's getting on a bit. But alright, yeah, sure. Fucking welcome aboard, I guess. Brigitte sends Conleth. According to legend, Saint Brigitte's father was... Oh god. Irish names. Don't know how to pronounce them. Consulship of Majorian and Leo, 458 AD. In this year, the Romans, led by Majorian, defeat an alliance of Vandals, Visigoths, and Burgundians in one battle in Italy, two further in Gaul. Majorian was victorious. Some Romans say this might be a turning point in their fortunes. Others differ. Spoilers, it wasn't. Battlemaster Senex effects further decrease in movement. Retinue expands for Titus Verundinus. He's got whoever he is, he's got a poet now. Oh, he's the governor of Soissons, okay. Balmastus, he's governor of Remos right now. He is... Very little now remains of this man's want youthful vigor. Yeah, he's 60 now, isn't he? So his movement distance has been decreased. He's just getting old. Poor bugger. He's getting old.
Where to, sire?
War leader Gundulf. Hello. Where's your town, Mr. Gundulf?
Of course, sire.
God, I hate this, trying to find towns in the middle of the huge wilderness when we really should know where they are, historically speaking. It's over there, Lingones. Alright, I'm just going to right-click that way.
With discretion, sire.
I wonder if it wouldn't be faster to try and take Verodono instead. No, we'll go for this. Although, oh, there's actually this as well.
Where to, sire?
Might be better to go for this place first.
I am spent, sire.
And then move east.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not like it's 459 AD, sorry. Like we're the Romans, we have maps. You know, we should know where these towns are. Alright, a bunch of vineyards are finished. And a port. And merchants' lodgings. Agent recruited. A holy man. Brilliant. You, my son. Or father, really, I suppose.
God's servant.
Yeah, you're gonna,
Yes.
you're gonna help us get rid of the heathens that are plaguing this settlement.
God's servant.
Since those damn Saxons arrived. The Dothin and Reged have allied with each other. Okay. And relations worsened with the Saxons too terrible. Very good.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Ah, hello.
You bring a proposition.
Would you like trade rights?
Do not think.
I don't think you guys even have any ports at this point, but hey, we've done it anyway. What about map info?
Like to suggest? Your plan seems that is all.
There we go.
Farewell.
Been rewarded with 4 units of Alan Watchman. We've encountered the Kingdom of Ibericum. These are the guys I'm playing as in my off-screen campaign at the moment. Northern Brittonic Kingdom centered around the old Roman provincial capital of Ibericum. Ebrok has been forged in the crucible of war. Its king fights on horseback alongside his heavily armored household bodyguards. His kingdom's greatest warriors, the Petit Ebrok, are masters of the spear. That weapon, in fact, seems to be their favored instrument of war. Its larger towns are guarded by proficient spearmen in close formation. Neither of these units can you recruit at the start of the Ibericum campaign, unfortunately. And we've encountered Regad as well. There was a fairly famous historical figure from this period called Urien Brigade. He was one of the guys who probably inspired the Arthurian legend. And they feature prominently in an old poem. One of the battles from which is actually in the game as one of the legendary battles you can play. Yeah, these Raven Horsemen, the Raven Feeders, or whatever they were called. Featured quite heavily in the poem.
Yes, my lord.
Might as well send you up there to chat to them.
As you wish.
It's 30 Dave's getting on a bit. Mate, I'm 32. I'm allowed to say that. Projected profits 10 grand. So yeah, economically we're doing all right at the moment, aren't we? We're not too shabbily.
Approaching quietly.
Come over here and spy on these guys.
Mon roi sends his regards, dear ally. I am your ally and your friend.
Yeah, I mean, you're my ally for now. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, though.
My lord. Tomorrow's journey planned.
Right. Agricola has had very little luck trying to track down these deserting legionaries, and I don't think it's going to ever happen at this point, but that begs the question now what to do with you. Where do we send you? Could send you west or east. Isn't there like a... Hang on a minute. In my other Yes, I've just noticed. Oh, hello, Hieronymus. How you doing? I'm going to send you over here, buddy, for just a second.
My liege.
Because, yeah, there's this little tiny village.
Yes, noble sire. As you
There's
will,
this
my
little
king.
tiny village with no garrison. I don't know what this is about. It probably has a building explaining what the deal is with this place, but there's a little monasteriolum here on the coast, which we can just march into and take over. I noticed this when I was looking around at the map in my other campaign. There's just this one tiny little settlement here on the coast that I just didn't notice until now.
My liege.
Right, I tell you what. You guys can head this way. Because that other enemy settlement's around here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, it's just down there. So, oh, hello.
Honor, sire. Be gone.
Found a random warband of brigands. Usurpers,
I will
apparently.
only address you in battle.
Yes, no.
They might attack us. I'd be surprised if they did, though. A little bit, honestly. Perulian Lancers. Sure, let's have some Burgundians. Oh, some they're very good, actually, those. Let's get some Burgundians and some more Hun Lancers. This is expensive, but we can just maybe we can afford it. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'll just disband them if they're too expensive. But that bulks out the stack a little bit. Gives us a lot of cavalry to play with.
Be gone. You are not my liege. Come and get me.
Where to, sire?
You should probably head this way.
Spent, sire. I shall continue tomorrow.
This army here in Remos. Balmastus Senes. Yeah, I know.
An honor, sire.
Agricola Avitus. He's got a Mercenarius in his retinue now. Nice. Yeah, you, Hieronymus, once you're done occupying that monastery, I'm probably going to send you here to take command of this army off of Thalmastus, because Thalmastus is just too friggin' old at this point. So, oh yeah, these are the Allen Watchmen we got for free, who quite honestly can just go by thanks but no thanks.
Yes, Majesty.
I could get a Franius to do it, but honestly at this point, I've already lost one faction leader in a battle. I don't fancy doing it again.
Noble sire.
Sire.
Right, you guys didn't disband just yet.
Yes,
You
sire.
didn't wander off. And yeah, here we go. Right.
Yes, sire.
Finally,
Prepare to assault the walls.
we're
We
in
lay
position.
siege.
to lay siege to this
Siege
place.
force reporting, my lord.
Now, I don't know if I really want to fight a siege battle here. We're probably just going to run down the clock for 6 turns.
Orders. We can go no further today, sire.
Oh, yeah, I just have to go around that way.
Sire. Continuing later.
Okay, buildings, buildings, buildings. Stuff to build. What's that? Emporium? Oh, it's the next, like, port upgrade. Gotcha. River Harbour? Nah. Bit of a wank upgrade. It's not great. Vineyards. That's a bit better. Pop growth is a bit poor here. We could build one of these to help with that a bit, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Soissons. Curia Ducis. What do we got right now in this town? Pretty good in terms of recruitment. In terms of what's available. Mining network. Not a huge upgrade, that, sadly. Aerarium. Nah. River Harbour? Nah. Oh man, like, yeah, pop growth is like 0 in this place. So let's build a Valetudinarium to fix that. Can't wait to update Win to Windows 11 and hopefully be able to play Oblivion again like Dave is able to. Well, good luck, because honestly, I found Oblivion was actually more unstable on Windows 11 than on Windows 10. So hopefully it works out for you. Star the Wanderer, thank you for the 9 months of subbage, by the way. Does Oblivion count for good then? No, dude. I switched to Windows 11 really early in the Let's Play. I assumed you might remember that, but apparently you didn't. So no. Workshops. Yes, let's build workshops here.
An honor, sire.
Poor Parisi, with all its people just horribly dying of plague. This place's population growth is flatlined as well. And this one's on mild taxation. We're not even taxing them that badly here.
Your will, sire.
Rotomagus. What should we build here? I think we need the Commerce Civitatis' villa, don't we? We need to build that and then the Provincial Ducks or whatever it is too. To finally get some decent recruitment buildings here. So we'll work on that. Down in the south, meanwhile, there, Provincial Ducks. That building right there, as a matter of fact. Oh, okay, it's separate to the villa. So maybe... I don't know what the requirement for that is, but let's build it. We're getting through our big pile of money at the moment, but it's all investment.
Hail, my king.
God's servant.
My liege.
Right. You're a fake fan if you don't remember Dave updating to the latest version of Windows. Here's the thing, right? Like, it's a completely reasonable thing to not remember that happening in the Let's Play, especially if you watched it a while ago. But I have grown accustomed over the years to my audience remembering the most weird, obscure shit from my videos that I had completely forgotten about. So I've reached this point nowadays where I pretty much just assume until proven otherwise that people do remember weird, random, obscure things like that. And I'm sometimes surprised when they don't. So, even though that would be normal, looked at objectively. Decimius Gothus. Good commander, confident attacker, orthodox, father was a Goth. Fealty is not fantastic. Our new heir, Hieronymus. This man has been dubbed the new heir apparent, the future ruler of your people. Yeah, so, Hieronymus is our faction heir, which I'm fine with, because he's a pretty decent character. Wow, big upgrades to the healthcare system in Gaul, it looks like. I didn't realize I was building that many of those. So the thing is, Afranius, he doesn't have any kids. Or at least he does, but they're not of age yet. Yeah, he's got Anianus Syagrius there, who is 3 years old. And his brother, Proculus, who is 2 years old. So, we've decided to bring Hieronymus into the family. Now, he's actually, like, 8 years older than Afranius, so, like, if Afranius just dies of old age, this guy doesn't have a hope in hell of becoming faction leader. But he exists, and he is there in case Afranius dies horribly in a battle, like his dad did. And that I'm pretty much okay with. And he's not really of our family, we've kind of adopted him in, and that probably seems weird, but actually it kind of works, because the way that faction leaders, like the emperors, for example, in Rome, in this period, tended to appoint their successors, well, the clue is in the phrase, appoint. Quite often they were like, it was hereditary, but not always, not exclusively. Quite often the emperors appointed a successor who was not a blood relative of theirs, and said, I want him to be in charge after I'm dead. And that's essentially what we're doing here. So it's quite appropriate for the time period. Right, this little village, which we'll peacefully occupy. It's very annoyed with us. It's majority heathen. What has happened to this monasteriolum? It doesn't even have an explanation building. It's just a grain exchange and a pastoralism. What is going on here? Let's build a little Orthodox chapel. And now I've taken over the place, it's probably going to rebel. This is quite amusing, honestly. What on earth? Unfortunately, I don't really have any troops I can quickly dispatch.
Hail, my king!
To, deal with that.
Yes, sire. A prime position to launch a cowardly ambush if need be, sire.
My lord. Of course.
Right, yeah, you found this town down here.
With discretion, sire.
What are my recruitment options down here like? Oh, that takes 2 turns, because of course it does. Okay, we're going to recruit a bunch of cheap units here that we can bring down to hopefully quell any rebellion that happens. Because this place has no friggin' buildings. It's got like nothing except for a flippin' grain exchange. So its public order is therefore in the toilet, in addition to having some religious issues. It's a monastery that apparently has a bunch of heathens squatting in it.
Aye, sire.
I don't know what's going on there. That's so weird. Recruit a few units down here as well and have them meet up in the middle. Probably disband them all once that's dealt with.
Ready, sire.
Meanwhile,
Sire. Yes.
I'll send you around there so you can meet up with these guys. Francus is continuing to lay siege to this place. Now, it's something I forgot to point out previously, but a lot of the cities do have a unique building that tells you a bit about them. I've noticed it a lot playing over in Britain in my other campaign. Not quite so much here, unfortunately. Does Parisi have one? Lutetia de Parisis. Here we go. It's a little landmark. Has some bonuses and things. Rex Galliae te saluto. You view Lutetia, a city founded by Augustus himself. In those halcyon days now far gone, much of the suburbs and outside of the walls have now been abandoned, and so we live mostly on the central island. These are tough times, O Rex, and so please do not judge us too harshly. This position is strong and has more than enough space for you and the bishop and the notabiles of the town. Perhaps you will seize its potential. History. The first traces of the Roman occupation of Lutetia appeared at the end of the 1st century BC during the reign of Emperor Augustus. By the beginning of the 1st century AD, the construction of the Roman city was underway. The Roman city was laid out along the main Cardo Maximus Street, perpendicular to the Seine. It began at the heights of the Montagne Sainte-Geneviève on the left bank, went downhill along the modern Rue Saint-Jacques, across a marshy area to the bridge connecting it to the Ile de la Cité. Across the island and across the bridge to a smaller enclave on the right bank. And yes, well, as you can see, there's an awful lot of background and info in there. There is there's a fort up here somewhere. Even though I traded for map info, I can't see it. Maybe it's been taken over by the cowardly, dastardly angles it has. And it's actually been renamed to Ketretan. But this place originally was known as Cataractonium. It was a fort built by the Romans. And today, it's now known as Catterick. And what's interesting about the place is that it is still used to train soldiers. Because Catterick is the largest military garrison in the United Kingdom. It's the British Army's infantry school. So, pretty much, they've been training soldiers in Catterick for about 2,000 years, because the place was built in AD 79, so...
Hail, my king!
Just a fun little thing, and it's actually got a unique thing as well. If you when you capture it, you can see in its thing it has a unique little building that explains the history of the place. It's pretty cool. But there's a lot of places like that around here. I'm sure Soissons probably has one as well. Here we go, Augusta de Soissons. We are pleased you have come here to inspect our home. We were once the premier people among the Belgae, if you will believe us. But look at us now, a testament to the might of the empire, or how one could fall by resisting her, at least in the past. We've been laid low, then were uplifted again by the Empire, but now have been laid low again, and Rome with us. Would that we had another Caesar who could rid us of the foes that pillage our homes today. Pillagers both Roman and barbarian alike, mind you. Lots of historical info here as well. Helps to contextualize everything you're looking at, I find. It's really good stuff. Another one here for rhymes. It's great, isn't it? I love it.
My liege.
You never knew that about Catterick. Yeah, neither did I until relatively recently, actually, but it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Where to, sire?
Ships ready.
Hail, my king.
Right. What else is there that needs doing at the moment? Building some little economic buildings in Caracottenham over here, really.
Your will, sire.
Are you off, JB? Jolly good.
Your
What
will,
time is it
sire.
anyway? It's 8:15. We can go a little bit longer, I think. I'll probably stream this again this weekend. The big Dynasties update for Pharaoh drops this week, for Total War Pharaoh. And I'm very keen to play it.
You are not my liege.
So we'll probably be streaming Total War Pharaoh next weekend instead of this. So I'm going to get a couple of streams of this, probably today and maybe tomorrow. And I'm thinking maybe we can do Mass Effect on Monday.
My liege.
Or swap it around, do Mass Effect tomorrow and then more of this on Monday. I don't know. But yeah, I thought we'd get our money's worth out of Insularis Draco this weekend, so I can stream a bit of Pharaoh next weekend. Because I'm super duper duper looking forward to the Dynasties update. It's huge. I can't wait to play it. You honestly didn't mind Pharaoh? Neither did I. It just, the game felt
honor,
very
sire.
small.
My liege.
And the Dynasties update pretty much fixes that by expanding the map all the way to Greece in the west and Mesopotamia in the east. And now it adds like Babylon, Assyria, some of those other factions I forgot the name of. That's embarrassing. The one that's up near Assyria, but not quite in Assyria, that they were quite famous in the Bronze Age and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, you got the Mycenaean Greeks as well as the Trojans. Yeah. The Sea People are playable now as well, actually. They added them in a free DLC that I think everybody forgot about. But yeah, so the big... There's a bunch of other gameplay changes in there as well, but the main deal is that they've added tons of new factions and massively expanded the map. Now, the Hittites were in the game from the get-go, I think. There were different guys I was thinking of. The Elamites, I think. I think that's who it was, the Elamites. I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure they're included as well.
My lord.
Anyway, yeah, so sorry, I had a complete, like, just Dave.exe stopped working there for a second. I'm not sure what was happening. My brain just went into the nothing box and I was just staring into the void for a brief second there, trying to gather my thoughts together. Anyway, yeah, so as I said, next weekend, we're going to be playing some Pharaoh. We're going to be heading to the Bronze Age. I'm wondering if by then the Agony mod will have been updated for the Dynasties update, because the Agony mod for Pharaoh is a really, really nice mod that adds a bunch of extra features like population mechanics and stuff. But vanilla Pharaoh is relatively complex as it is, but Agony adds a few extra little mechanics that really seamlessly fit into the game really, really well. There was an equivalent mod for Troy called Agony as well, which did the same thing, and they basically ported it across to Pharaoh when it came out. I'm hoping that means that at the weekend we'll be able to play Pharaoh with the Dynasties update and Agony installed, which will make, I think, for a pretty freaking good experience. I'm hoping.
Sire.
Oh, I forgot about you. Yeah, he's moving up to contact Riged. CrowdStrike issue, was it? Yeah. My brain downloaded the update. Blue screen.
If you insist, my liege. Hiding from the enemy.
Another candidate for adoption. Sangibanus Gothus. Yeah, fealty's rubbish. AD 459. Consulship of Ricimer and Patricius. In the west, Majorian made peace with his adversaries in Gaul. Leo subdued the Goths in the east, taking hostages. Alright, Thermastus has finally died of old age. Tenentius Feriolus, past his prime. Ah, he's the governor of Sinon. Sinones.
An honor, sire.
Where is this fucking
Yes.
town? Oh, there it is. I've blundered into it quite by accident. Oh my... Okay, I wasn't prepared for it having a garrison which actually has decent units in it. That's, that puts a spanner in the works. Hire more mercenaries. When in doubt, just continue hiring mercenaries. My god.
As
All
you
right.
will, my king. To battle.
Looks like it doesn't have like
Laying
big
siege,
proper
noble
walls though.
sire.
Just little wooden
We
ones.
shall prevail in this siege.
They
sire.
might sally forth to attack us, in which case that's going to be a close run battle for sure. Oh yeah, rioting in that little monastery town thing. We've recruited all those emergency units to quell the rebellion. And okay. Lots of buildings finished. Yeah, okay, you guys.
Command me. Orders.
Holy fuck, do you really have to... No. You don't, is the answer to
Yes.
that question. you can just get on a boat
Moving
and go
ashore,
that
sire.
way instead.
Sire, we are well conceived.
My liege.
Aye, sire.
Never underestimate sea travel in this mod.
An honor, sire.
And then I believe we should have some reinforcements
Yes.
coming up from here too, yeah.
Your Majesty.
Just noticed that the
Yes.
shore watchmen get free garrison upkeep, which is handy.
Yes.
Right. This is some pretty
Hail, my king.
bad. These are not good units, but hopefully they'll be okay to deal with the potential rebellion. We've just built an Orthodox chapel. I don't know if that's actually helped things at all, or just made it worse, frankly, but is there anything we can quickly build that might improve public order slightly? Militia tower. Help a little bit, but not very much. Necessarium. Big public health bonus. The Popina. Valetudinarium. Okay. Let's go with the Popina. That's 1 turn.
My liege.
Can I move you
Hail,
into the
my
town
king.
just to try it?
Splitting our forces, sire.
Yeah.
Sire, my lord.
In a vain attempt to keep order, because at least you can get rid of the no governor penalty.
Yes, Majesty.
I think you
Godspeed.
need to start making your way up
Continuing
there, because
once
you've got
I've
work to do, Mr. Holy Preacher Man.
An honor, sire.
Where to, sire?
Where are you guys going?
Approaching quietly, with
Oh, you're moving
discretion,
over here to
sire.
try and take this town, huh? Okay. Didn't even know there was a town there, actually, to be honest with you. Might have gone for it myself otherwise. Alright. We're spying on that town. We're sieging this town. We're sieging this town.
My lord.
You'll
Orders.
move you this way.
As you wish.
You,
Sire.
Mr. Spy. Where's the next town in this area? No. Toggle FOW. Where's the next town along from here? Gaul is weird compared to playing in Britain, where all the settlements are really close together. Gaul, by comparison, in this mod is very sparse. There's a lot of wilderness between cities. That's probably where we're going next.
Approaching quietly. I shall continue tomorrow, sire.
Continue our little reconquista of Western Gaul.
Yes, noble sire.
Alright. Still don't know what to do with you guys here in Ramos. I guess we'll just have you hang around. Maybe, in fact, I should move you back to Soissons, because that's the capital. It would just be good to have a big stack of troops in the capital, just in case the shit hits the fan around here with the Franks.
Sire.
We should still have good relations with them, but yeah, relations very good, reputation reliable. However, you never know when a historical event's going to pop off, an old scripted event, and suddenly the Franks hate us. So,
My lord.
right, and turn. You're continuing to move up towards Reged. When do we get the Visigoths? I'm not sure exactly. It could be quite soon, though. And as I said, I kind of don't have a plan for what on earth I'm going to do when that happens, other than probably lose a bunch
My
of
liege,
cities. Oh
we
God,
must
more
make a stand.
Saxons.
We are besieged.
Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. The raid of Edwacker. Sounds like an orc, doesn't it? Edwacker. The integrity of the Litus Saxonicum has again been compromised. This time in the west, the powerful Saxon pirate lord Edwacker has sailed up the Liger and has encamped on the river islands. He has set his sights upon the rich cities of Western Gaul. Woe betide those who would stand in his way. Fuck you, dude! Just when things were going well. Hieronymus wants to get married, that's fine. Ugh, bloody hell. We don't even really have an army down here. In fact, the one thing approaching an army we had was actually in Andikavis, which is now under siege from a big script-spawned stack of Saxons, while another stack of them heads eastwards. Fucking hell! Okay. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? We need to start recruiting a new army. That's pretty much it. That's what it boils down to. In what will one day become Orleans. Yeah, we've already got a couple of units of Contari Lancers at least, but yeah, we need a brand new army in the south. Probably going to need more than one, really, in the grand scheme of things. Fucking hell.
Your will, sire.
Sire, by your command.
Orders. To war, then, sire. The siege goes as planned.
If I were to attack right now, what would the auto-resolve result be? It looks quite promising, actually. Let me save before we attempt this, because I don't really want to do a siege battle, but I will happily auto-resolve if it isn't too catastrophic for us. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good result.
Victory!
So we'll peacefully occupy. That saves us a bit of time.
These lands are now yours, sire.
Got a bunch of stuff to repair, but we've got a brand new city that we can start earning income from. That's going to make a difference to the old budget.
Yes, sire. Sire.
Leave a little garrison there.
Forces.
Which means that you guys,
Sire.
you can now start
Where to, sire?
heading up this way.
Your will, sire. By your
We're going to need more towns, basically, just to afford... Oh, look at that big chunk of the map we've now filled in. Very satisfying. We're going to need more towns just to be able to afford the sort of units we're going to be needing to recruit, so... Oh, boy. Maybe we should be making more use of traders. They cost 700 and they have 0 upkeep, and they just generate a little bit of extra money for you here and there. Maybe we should have been... Yeah. That's worth thinking about for next time. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, on that Saxon bombshell, I'm just going to name this Arg Saxons, I think. On that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bid you all good night. We're going to be dealing with that next time. In fact, probably not even going to be dealing with that next time. We're going to just begin dealing with that next time.
Brought to justice in an honest battle.
There's going to be an interesting siege defense battle, if nothing else. We'll probably lose it just because we're so outnumbered. But
to defeat you, dear foe.
Siege defenses are always a lot more fun than siege attacking in this game, so I'm willing to give it a try.
Orders.
You know what? Having moved you in that direction, yeah, we do kind of need to take this, don't we? Actually, though. So I was just thinking, you're not that far from here. But Frankie boy, I think he really does need to go take this instead. For the sake of our economy, we need to keep taking more towns.
Orders.
Oh yeah, we can have you meet up. Alright, there we go. We've quelled the plebs by moving all these troops in. We've got feeble taxation. What was the other building we were going to build? Was it a valetudinarium, I think? Yeah. There we go. Alright, I'll save it again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Ed Wacker is here to crump some beakies. Yeah, I know. Right, ladies and gents, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've been watching this on YouTube, I will catch your comments later. As, yeah, every time it feels like we're making a little bit of progress in this campaign, the game insists on coming along to kick us in the gonads just to keep us humble. And as I said, the worst is still yet to come, so... Right, brilliant. Thanks very much, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.